Welcome to Around the Pit. I'm Joe, and today we're going to do stuffed pork chops. Okay, got some butterfly pork chops. Really, you would want to do this with some thick pork chops and then cut a pocket into it, but I'm going to try and make this work with some butterfly pork chops. Okay, got my charcoal going. Like I said, I got my pork chops here. Get some of this water off there from being frozen. Then we're going to season this up. Then we're going to sear them. Okay. Let's get a little bit of oil going in here. Go ahead and get oil in my pan here. We got 5 of them we're going to try and do. Get this rubbed in. Okay. And then in here, I have a teaspoon Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of salt, and a ½ teaspoon of pepper. Okay, we're just going to coat both sides of these. Flip them over, do the other side. A little oil down here. Rub these in. That's not bad. Okay. Now I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick, and I'm gonna get them going in the pans here. Okay. As always, I'm making this up on the fly after looking at other recipes online. So we're gonna see what we can get going here. Want these pans nice and hot so we can sear the pork chops 3 to 4 minutes each side. We're going to use this pan to make our cheese filling for the middle. It's going to be a spinach, onion, garlic. We're going to put some prosciutto in there, or however you say that word. Give it another minute here to get hot. Okay, there's our pork chop season. The ingredients we're going to use: cheese, however you pronounce that name. I call it prosciutto. And we're going to have a stuffing on top. So what we can do, stick of butter. We're going to go into our pan here. Get this melted down. There we go. That's the sound we want to hear. Okay. Not so much over there though, huh? Okay, I got my butter mostly done or melted. So we're going to add in, it's about a third of a chopped onion and 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Get that in there, get it nice and sauteed. Then got some spinach. We'll get that in there. Probably more spinach than I want, but I like spinach. We'll let that saute. Pork chops are coming along. They're not getting seared as much as I wanted. I went too early trying to get this done. Spinach, onions, garlic. and butter. It's going to go into our stuffing. Okay. So it's getting down. Okay, sauteed. It's getting down. It's sauteed, and I want it wet. So you'll see this next step when I add it to breadcrumbs and cheese. Okay. So we're going to pull this off and start using it. Pull the pork off so it wouldn't cook too much, so I can still have some flexibility in it. Okay. 1 cup of Italian breadcrumbs. Okay. We're going to dump this to here. Okay. Then got some Parmesean cheese. Start off with a half a cup, so you guys have some kind of measurement. Then we got some mozzarella cheese. We're gonna go with a cup. This 3/4 cup. Okay. We're gonna mix this all in there. Probably gonna be way more filling than we need. It's okay. First time doing this, I'd rather have more than not enough. And sometimes you just gotta get a little messy to really get it, okay? So, what we're gonna do now is before we put the pork chops in there, I'm gonna put a bit of just onions down, just so it's off the bottom as best I can. So this is the rest of that onion. So I just had 1 small onion. I diced a little bit to go into this mixture here. And the rest I cut to put on the bottom there. Okay? We'll find out which way this folds. We're just gonna spoon this mixture in. It'd be easier if I just grab a handful. Okay. We'll fold it over. We're going to toothpick it. Try to keep our mixture in there. You stuffed it good. Okay. I'll do 2 of these and then I'll bring you in. That's what it's looking like. Okay. Pocket would have been better, but I messed up. When I was getting regular pork chops and they gave me these, and I wasn't paying attention, so I'm trying to make these work. I think they will. I think they will. So that's going to be about the right amount of stuffing for 5 pork chops. If you keep the same amount of toothpicks in each one, you'll know how many to take out before you serve. I'm trying to use 5 in each one. So I'm going to pull 5 out. That's what they look like before going in. That's how much mixed stuffing was left. Spread these onions out some. I'm going to add just a touch of water in there. Deglaze that pan a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that color. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to put these in there. Be a tight fit. Wish I only had 4 to do. It's 5 of them in there, pretty tight. It's okay. Just because I don't want this to go to waste, we're going to sprinkle this on top. Going on with a little cheesy goodness all around. Put it on the top. Okay, we want to get this temperature of the pork to 145. Put the lid on. Okay, 10-inch Dutch oven. Trying to get to 350, so 21 total, 15 on top, 9 on the bottom. I got a little bit more than 9 on the bottom, so we'll pull those off here in just a little bit. We're going to let it cook like this for just a few minutes. Okay. Okay, now over here, rest my coals because I want a little stuffing to go with this. First of all, we're going to take the same pan and we're going to saute some more vegetables to go into our stuffing with some more butter. Okay, another half stick of butter. And then we got probably about a half of a celery stalk, a small green onion chopped up, and probably about a third of a green bell pepper. Saute this up. And then we're gonna get some water going and then get our stuffing going to put on top. And getting it all cleaned up here, I forgot one of the most important things, the prosciutto. Forgot it. However you say that. We're still gonna use it. We'll figure it out. Okay, we'll get this out of here. I didn't go buy this for nothing. We're going to just chop it up and put it in there. That's what happens when you have too much workspace, or a small workspace, too many ingredients. Again, this was supposed to go on the pork chop before I stuffed it. The stuffing, the cheese stuffing, cheese spinach stuffing was supposed to go on this. And then toothpick. Okay, let's check on our vegetables here. Okay, getting them down. It's good because we need to get some water going here. Oh man, that smells so good right now. So, I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. We're just gonna top it off. We're gonna try and lock it in with a little Parmesean cheese on top. Okay, prosciutto sliced up on top. Parmesan cheese on top of that. Now let's get the lid back on. Rotate it some. Okay. There's my bell peppers, celery, and green onion sauteed. Celery, just like it has a little crunch still. Okay, we're gonna get this out of here and get some water going for our stuffing. Let's get this out of here. back on there. Butterly goodness. Half a stick of butter. Half a stick of butter. And 1.5 cups of water. We're using some just some generic herb and savory stuffing mix. So basically all we gotta do is get that water to a boil and fork it in. We should be good. All right. I don't think it's gonna come out too bad with that prosciutto and cheese on top. Let's get our temperature. These were thin pork chops, so we're at 150s. At 155, which is fine. Go down the center here, 160. So really, these pork chops are done. Okay. Look at that, boiling in there a little bit because that's the onions, and I put a little bit of water there. You could put, you know, chicken stock, chicken broth. I bought cream of celery soup I was going to put down there and try that, but I decided not to. Okay, but look at that. Okay, water's just about boiling. It's boiling. Boiling. First we're going to add in back a little bit more of this butter and these vegetables. Add in our stuffing. Mix it with a fork. Okay, so what we got to do is just let this sit for about 5 minutes. Okay, let it sit for about 5 minutes. These are done. So we want to let those rest too. Okay, we're gonna let those set for a minute. I am gonna come back out here and get all this. Look at that. Cloudy, overcast day. Some good juices. And the stuffing. Okay, we'll give it a minute to rest. Then we'll plate it up. It's been 5 minutes. I already pulled 5 toothpicks out from each one. So I try to do that before I take it inside. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plate it. Some good old stuffing. Pork chop right in there. I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna bring you in. I hope that shade and stuff is doing it justice. Cheese is melted, stuff and everything. So you can take some of this and drizzle over there too if you wanted more onions. Okay? Which I'm not going to do right now because I want to taste it first. Okay? Look at that though. Perfect. Let's give this a taste. So here's that mixture. Got some more. Here we go. It's pork chop. Some stuffing spinach. That's pretty good. I think the wife's gonna like that one. Okay. All right, I'm Joe with a round pit. We'll see you next time.